The world watches with a mix of dread and disbelief, as headlines scream of escalating tensions and potential conflict. Could this be happening again? The memories of past wars haunt us, a grim reminder of the devastation that once was. The drums of war beat louder, a terrifying rhythm echoing the anxieties of a generation that hoped never to see such days again. Global tensions have reached a fever pitch, with simmering conflicts threatening to boil over into a full-blown World War III. Diplomatic efforts seem futile as nations prepare for the worst. The unthinkable suddenly seems plausible, even probable. Military forces are on high alert, and the world watches in horror. Experts warn of the devastating consequences, a chilling reminder of the stakes involved. They discuss the potential for unprecedented destruction and loss of life. The world holds its breath, bracing for the storm. People everywhere are preparing for the worst, hoping for the best, and praying that cooler heads will prevail.
Pinpointing the exact players in a hypothetical World War III is a complex task. However, several key actors stand out as potential belligerents. Tensions between major superpowers, fueled by ideological differences and geopolitical ambitions, form the crux of the issue. On one side, we have the established powers, vying to maintain their grip on the global order. On the other, rising nations challenge the status quo, seeking to assert their influence on the world stage. In the event of a global conflict, alliances will be crucial in determining the balance of power. Nations will seek strength in numbers, forging partnerships based on shared interests and strategic considerations. Existing alliances like NATO will be tested like never before. The question remains, will these alliances hold under the immense pressure of a global war?
Section 4. Predicting the unpredictable, outcomes of a global conflict. Predicting the outcome of a hypothetical World War III is a fool's errand. The intricacies involved in such a global conflict are beyond comprehension. The sheer complexity of the potential conflict, with its multitude of actors and unpredictable variables, makes any prediction speculative at best. Each nation would bring its own unique strategies, technologies, and alliances to the table, creating a chaotic and volatile environment. However, one thing is certain: the consequences of such a war would be catastrophic. The human cost would be staggering, with countless lives lost and entire cities reduced to rubble. The specter of nuclear war looms large, threatening to engulf the world in fire and radioactive fallout. The environmental impact would be devastating, with long-lasting effects on the planet's ecosystems and climate. Even a conventional war, fought with conventional weapons, would result in unimaginable death and destruction. The infrastructure of nations would be decimated, economies would collapse, and the social fabric of societies would be torn apart. The aftermath would leave a scar on humanity that would take generations to heal.
Section 5. Survival in the Ashes, Humanity After Atomic War. In the aftermath of a nuclear war, the world as we know it would cease to exist. The lucky few who managed to survive the initial blasts and radioactive fallout would face a new reality, one defined by hardship and uncertainty. The landscape would be littered with the ruins of civilization. Food and clean water would be scarce. Radiation sickness would be rampant.
Section 6. A World on the Brink, Final Thoughts. The possibility of World War III is a stark reminder of the fragility of peace. In a world where tensions run high and conflicts can escalate rapidly, we must remain vigilant and proactive in our efforts to maintain harmony. The world stands on a precipice, and the choices we make in the coming days, weeks, and months will determine our collective fate. Every decision, no matter how small, can have far-reaching consequences that shape the future of our planet. We must resist the siren song of nationalism and the allure of easy answers. It is tempting to retreat into isolationism and to blame others for our problems, but such actions only serve to deepen divisions and fuel further conflict. Dialogue, diplomacy, and a commitment to international cooperation are the only way to avert disaster. By engaging in open and honest communication, we can build bridges of understanding and find common ground, even in the most challenging of circumstances. The future of humanity hangs in the balance. We must choose wisely. Our actions today will echo through the generations to come, and it is our responsibility to ensure that we leave behind a world that is safer, more just, and more united than the one we inherited.